Alright guys, I am still here in Las Vegas, and today I was going to be going to a lot of pawn shops, and I still will be, but it turns out a lot of them aren't going to be opening till around noon. So in the meantime, I'm going to be heading to this swap meet, seeing if I can find any deals here on games. Excuse me, how much are your video games? Like these in here? Alright, thank you. Alright, one of the guys just gave me a tip. He said the guy with video games is all the way in the back in a red tent, so we'll check that out. I gotta say, it's a very small swap meet and it's very quiet. There's like really no one here. We're gonna check if that's real. These fakes are getting better and better, but a real one should not sound like this. Also, there's a huge black blob on the motherboard, even if it does say Nintendo. It ain't real. You know how much you want for your video games right here? Yeah. Pretty much all those discs were missing, were mismatched, so nothing I can really do there. At least it was free to enter. Alright guys, so in a twist of fate, I actually ended up potentially doing a trade here with one of my favorite YouTubers from back in the day, Gackt Cognac.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Gackt Cognac.
Yeah, so hey man, thanks for meeting me out here. We're gonna see if maybe he wants some of the stuff I picked up from GameStop yesterday, and then he's got a bunch of stuff for me to look at.
So this is for, right here, this is for like CZ Gamer right here. Like,
oh, okay.
Like we did a side trade, so if you could drop this off to him, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll be stopping by Easy tomorrow, so I can totally drop that off.
Well, I bring that over to your trunk and see if I can help you.
Yeah, let's start doing this thing. Okay, so out of all the stuff, I ended up trading my Dead to Rights and my Dragon Quest monsters for this copy of Parasite Eve. It's complete in box and it's in pretty good condition. He told me everything else, if I wanted to buy it, I could. So I ended up buying everything here. I ended up leaving most of this stuff. Most of it I can't really do much with, but this is all pretty good stuff for me, and I ended up getting it for just about 170 bucks. So, Gackt, thank you, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it too, man. And with that, I'm gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna hit a bunch of pawn shops on the way back home, and we'll see if I get lucky. That was awesome, guys. Gackt is just as cool in person as he is in the videos. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Gackt Cognac, Realest Gamer on YouTube. Definitely one of my favorite channels from back in the day. But now, he let me know about a bunch of cool places to go to. I'm gonna hit up some pawn shops, gonna hit up a record store. We're gonna see if we can make some more deals happen today. All right, guys, first stop after doing the trade is gonna be this Easy Pawn right here. I did good at the Easy Pawn I went to yesterday, so hopefully all of them are kind of similar. All right, unfortunately, nothing really great in there. We're gonna keep moving on. Gackt was telling me that apparently this record store here has a pretty big game section and that I would do pretty well at, so we'll see if that's the case. Oh, and then it looks like right after that, there is a pawn shop right across the street. Let's check these places out. Looks like he wasn't lying. Cool. I mean, it was a cool store, but unfortunately there was just really nothing there I could work with. But now we're gonna head to this pawn shop and we'll see if I can get lucky here. 25 bucks for this stack of games. It's not that bad. Thank you. These aren't games I'd normally buy. I got Spiderwick, Cabela's African Adventures on 360. They're really not worth much and they're kind of slow sellers, but they said every single 360 game in there was $2 each, so at $2, kind of worth it. Okay, well, I like seeing that. Looks like there's nothing really great. All right, guys, didn't have much luck at the last Super Pawn, but who knows, we could get lucky here. This is interesting. Looks like they're selling everything in bundles. Unfortunately, it's kind of a lot of junk. Unfortunately, no games at all in there. Been having some bad luck with these pawn shops. I think that's like 4 strikeouts in a row, so hopefully the luck picks up. I still got a few more to go to before I head back home. Let's see what they got. All right, hopefully this Easy Pawn actually has some games. This could actually be something. Okay, definitely not what I expected to find. I ended up getting this Rock Band 3 Wii keyboard and then a copy of Minecraft on the PS4. They ended up taking a few bucks off, so it ended up being 20 bucks for both of these. This keyboard is like mint condition. Like they must have opened it and never used it because everything is super clean, everything's there, all the plastic's there. Yeah, both of those for 20 bucks, that's a great deal. All right, didn't do too bad at the last easy pawn. We'll see what these guys got. Well, they did have some games there, but they were kind of all Interstellar. All right, we keep going back and forth between these easy pawns and super pawns. I'm curious to see who's gonna beat who by the end. They seem kind of tied so far. I thought yesterday that maybe the easy pawns were gonna beat out the super pawns, but I think I just got really lucky with my first easy pawn stop. Regardless, let's see what these guys got. Okay. Well, I was excited at first because I saw that Modern Warfare remastered, but I kind of overestimated how much it was actually worth. We'll keep moving on. And we're back to easy pawn. Let's see what they got. Not too bad. For 10 bucks, I was able to get this stack of games. Red Dead Redemption 2 should already get my money back right there. All right, it's time to see if they're as generous as this easy pawn. Okay, unfortunately nothing great there. However, there is a slight saving grace. Upon searching for the pawn shops that are way far away now, I actually found that there was a GameStop that I missed yesterday. It was just far enough out of reach that when I searched GameStops in Las Vegas, it didn't show up. But this is now the only GameStop I have not been to in the whole Las Vegas area. So we'll check this place out. We'll see what I missed yesterday, and well, hopefully there's some good deals here. The final GameStop of Las Vegas. Let's see what they got. Looks like a buy two get one started today on PS4 and Xbox One stuff, so if I can find something else that's 15 that's good, then that'll be really good. Oh. Can't complain about that. Well, I'd say the last GameStop treated me very fairly. I was able to get this Uncharted Lost Legacy, Pillars of Eternity, Dragon Quest XI, Skylanders Trap Team. Before I checked out, I asked him if he had anything retro behind the counter. Ended up pulling this thing out, Final Fantasy Tactics for 20 bucks. It's not a bad deal. All of that because of the new sale that started today. I think the whole thing was 55 bucks for all 5 of these games. Not bad at all. All right, it's time for the final pawn shop of the trip. Let's do it. Well, that's the coolest thing ever. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. For 8 bucks, I was able to get God of War PS4 and MLB The Show 16. Apparently, since this is the last PS3 MLB The Show, it's actually worth a good amount. So 8 bucks for both of these is a great deal. All right, guys, I've tortured myself enough by going to all these pawn shops and all these GameStops. Let me go to a store that's actually quality. I remember when I used to live in Vegas, I would visit this store sometimes. Retro City Games in Henderson. I remember coming to this one on pretty close to its opening day. I want to check out how it is after 2 years. There are so many more games here than I remember from the last time I was here. Well, thank you, GameStop. Oh man, I need that box. 25 bucks for new Super Mario Bros. Wii at a game store. That's pretty fair. Most retro game stores nowadays are charging like 40 bucks plus for a new Super Mario Bros. So that's not bad. Nope, I'm just ready to check out. I'll take these two. Well, it was just as good as always. They ended up having a 10% sale across the entire store, so for 22 bucks, I was able to get this Big Buck Hunter and Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. This is a really underrated 3D platformer on the PS2. Great deal on both these. Well, guys, I must say Las Vegas has been very kind to me. I got tons of great deals yesterday, and I got tons of great deals today. I got to meet Gackt. I mean, I really didn't have too much expectations going into it. I used to live out here, but I never really used to game hunt at all, so I didn't really know how the whole collecting / like reselling sphere was out here. I didn't know if it was a dry market or not, but in 2 days, I seem to do pretty freaking good. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and go over what I got today. Well, I rolled the dice in Vegas, and I'd say I got pretty lucky. There's still a lot of Vegas that I did not check out. I probably only went to about 1/3 of the pawn shops that are even there, so I'll definitely have to come back to Vegas at some point. But regardless of that, for the day, I ended up spending about 316 bucks across all the stores I went to, and in return, I got just about 880 bucks worth of value, so can't complain about that.